Hello, 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 good morning, good evening, good night, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Override, and today we are playing some more The Elder Scrolls V Relics of Hyrule. We're getting close to finding the location of Hyrule Castle. I went on the Relics of Hyrule Discord. By the way, the mod can be found in a link in the description. Please check it out. I have asked for a singular clue. What realm is Hyrule Castle on? Solstheim or Skyrim? Instead, I got told it's on neither, so... It has, however, been implemented into the game. So it is in the game. We just need to find it. What's it called? I'm going to be doing some of the quests, because I have many. I'm going to be doing some of the quests because I have a lot, and I'm going to be doing also some more Relics of Hyrule stuff.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
You ask me, we'd be better off without that wizard. Let's not waste any time.
Who are you? Baynor. Oh, you're dead. Over here. Taculum of Boethia. Also, do you guys want to see some more VR? More Half-Life Alyx or Boneworks or some other cool VR stuff? Hell, do you want to see an episode of Relics of Hyrule in VR?
If you wish to gain Boethia's attention, you must slay a thrall upon her head.
A well-placed word or a well-placed dagger, both can achieve. Let's get going. Fine. What? What? Will do.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Here we go.
A well-placed word or a well-placed dagger, both can achieve equal purpose.
Very good. Is that it?
Do you wish to test yourself
Though
against
we
me?
live in shadow,
A well-placed
we carve indelible
or
sign
a
of our
well-placed
past.
dagger, both can achieve equal purposes.
You.
Though we live in shadow, we carve indelible signs.
Where's what's her face? I did the thing.
Of our passing in
If you wish to gain Boethia's attention, you must slay a thrall.
Oh, kill someone. Okay. Oh.
Distasteful.
Among us.
You have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise. Tell me, why have you slain this one who trusted you here upon my shrine? My favor. My good pleasure is not some trophy for mortal sport.
Okay.
I should slay you for such insolence.
Ah.
Is that so? You should be. Though a heart without fear is something I can use. We shall see. Listen! All of you!
A well-placed word or a well-placed dagger, both can achieve equal.
I have need of a warrior. Only the most ruthless
Let's
cunning.
move faster. The sun is... Let's not wait for the sun.
You have gathered here night after night, sacrificing fools
Okay.
upon my shrine, and sparring aimlessly with yourselves. But which among you truly exceeds the rest? Prove yourselves to me. I have a special task for whichever of you is left standing.
Where'd you
Never
come
should have come here. I knew it.
What have you got?
Well
Ah!
done. You have proven the strength of your will and your tongue's gift for lie. Now the time has come for a final proving. Are you able to an astute observation? Skyrim is a beautiful and harsh mistress. My previous champ. It is time he is replaced. In the you will find him holed up at Knife Point Ridge, where he
Okay.
is king to bandits and highwaymen. I am loath to utter his name. One cannot. For a time he served his purpose, but that time has ended. He uses my gifts for his own amusement, and the only amusement I tolerate is my own. Kill every single member of his band. Do so as silently and invisibly as you can, for this is not about you. You are to be my instrument in this. Slay him in the coldest of blood. Do
Okay.
not give him the dignity of defending himself. Once his corpse lays cold upon the ground, and all trace of his followers erased, retrieve my ebony mail, a gift
Okay.
fit only for my true champion.
Noise, free armor.
May your will carve itself upon the world.
What? I'm gonna bring him back. Hey, dude.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something. All right then.
Okay, so where do I go? Knife point something or other. Ah, yeah. The Strange Shack. Not the Love Shack. The Strange Shack. I'm sorry, but I'm not going into the strange shack. Oh! The best T-posing! Shit! The best T-posing! The T-posing bear! Oh, I almost died. I almost died from the T-posing bear. Shit. Jesus Christ, you guys see that?
Where'd you come from?
Is that a T-posing Spriggan? Oh, thank God. Oi, it could have been a T-posing Spriggan. That's even worse. Good work. Hey, dude. Ugh. Oh, thank you, Kirk's branded creaming soda. Manamarco, the king of worms.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
You picked a bad
Where'd you
time
come
to get lost.
Hey,
You gonna
Sword right there.
what do we got? Advances in lockpicking. Oh. I should read the Ogma Infinitum, shouldn't I?
Thought I heard something.
Give me a second. Um... Quick second. I've got this thing that's running in the background. It might be causing big issues. Okay, that should make things run smoothly now that it's not eating up my data. Wait, give me a second. Being a weird again? No? Good.
Someone there?
Time
Where'd
to
you
end
come
this
from?
little game.
I believe it may be time for me to use my bow. And
Like we got ourselves a hero.
okay, we're gonna go inside. I need silent arrows. This'll do. Five guys. Uh-huh. Dead Imperial. Run up! Move!
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Oh my god, Sarana, did you...
That'll teach you.
Don't ever do that again. Be silent. You fool! You know what I need? I need a bloody gun. I get it? I got it. Good.
Who's there?
What was that? Here after all. Victory is yours.
Maybe the Kusanagi, actually.
Is someone there?
Hidden Mist Jutsu.
Hello. Who's there?
Steel Sword of Dismay. Retrieve and equip the Ebony Mail. Okay.
You have done well, my champion.
Thank you.
You have earned my respect.
Thank
A
you.
feat few manage and live to tell about. I shall write your name upon the tablet of absolute darkness.
Absolute darkness.
You may keep my ebony mail, a token of my appreciation to my new champion. Its gifts will resonate with your talents. Now go. I have strings to pull that require my full attention. You may pursue your own course wherever it leads you. Remember always this. As you will it, so it shall be.
Okay. Don't care. I'm going to be using my fierce deity. Mirror Shield of the Well is better. Alright, it's that. Well, that's done. Return myself, please. Oh, cool. Some pretty cool ebony armor, though. I'm gonna trade it. Why are my doors closed? I make it a point to keep all my doors open. Got a bunny rabbit humping the floor. Where are my small children? Children, I require you. Put all my soul gems in here. And then I'm gonna go do some Thieves Guild stuff. Because I have not done any of it. And Thieves Guild is one of my favorite quest lines. Wait. Ebony Mail. Anything else is a Zelda item that can go into here. Rare Shield of the Well, Elden Glass, Lanayru, Woodfall, Blue Robes, Elden Circlet, Golden Lanayru Circuit. Wiz robes. Zora robes. Oh, I need Zora robes with me. That way I can breathe underwater when need be. My marriage ring to ensure that I'm married, yes. Blade of Sacrifice. I do believe I have some items in here that need to go away, so... Yeah, that's it. Very good. Who's that? Spawn! Spawn of loins, where are you? Poison can go away. I need the resists, and I need the water breathing, but poisons and everything else can go away. Drink one of those. I don't really need those, to be honest. Like, to be truly honest, I don't particularly need them. Where are my children? Where are my dragons? I'm the nearest Stormborn of House Targaryen. Where are my dragons? No, for serious, where are my children? No, for serious. Oh, where's Fandel? They better be outside and not dead. They're dead, I'm going to be very disappointed.
You're back.
Oh, thank God.
Could I get a few gold to spend? Please? You're the best. Thanks. Where'd you come from? I hope there aren't any more. That takes care of that.
Why did you resurrect a chicken? Serana, seriously? Why?
I've been looking for you.
What?
I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Who died? For serious, who died? Inheritance letter, who died? It wasn't me. I didn't kill no one. Benel's alive, I resurrected him.
Brilliant.
Certainly. What did you have? I'll see to it at once.
Buy me a chicken, because Serana decided to kill and resurrect the old one.
You already know all that I know. Of course. What room would you like me to furnish?
Main hall.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements. Until next time.
Daughter.
Papa. Yes, Pa. Did you need something, Papa?
Good girl, go clean something.
Stay safe.
Daughter, stop staring at the dead chicken.
But I don't want to. Yes, Pa.
Out of everything you could have resurrected, you resurrected a chicken to fight for you. My God. Oh, shit. It's I-Pose Bear, the brother of T-Pose Bear. What is this? What? Valkyrie's Secret Grotto. I've been here before, though. Haven't I? Yeah, I have. It leads to Mad God Passage. Okay, so Thieves Guild. Why can't I scroll? Okay, investigate the Bard's College. Ingrid Blackbriar wants me to get some stuff for her. Is it here? Ah, this one, here. Still in Riften by the looks of it. Thieves Guild is brilliant. I love the Thieves Guild. Also, my chat isn't loading. Here we go. Hey, Corey. Hey, blog. What is it called? If you calm and talk to this champion before fighting, there is a hidden... Oh! He explains how he used armor to save random people from bandits and was a smith in his free time.
All I want is a pair.
Very cool.
How hard can it be?
Who are you?
All right then.
What the hell were you? All I want is a pair... What?
One snap of her fingers, and you could end up in Rift.
Don't like those eyes you've got.
Worse.
There's a bad hunger to them.
That's because I'm hungry for blood.
So, can I interest you in anything today? Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named... I ended up selling that ship to open this place. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big... Oh,
Yes, it was.
So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going... You demand payment for protection, and you can't even... Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave. I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. Tell Brynjolf he'll just have to make do without my coin.
Wait, okay. I'm gonna redo that. Oh, that's convenient.
So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to... You're gouging me for what little coin I... Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter... I'm going to make you sorry for this. Come on.
Get
You're
him!
mine.
Get him!
Please, no
Keep
more.
giving and giving,
I'll pay.
Bercy.
I'll pay.
They'll keep taking and taking.
Here.
When is it going to end?
People seem nervous.
What would you have me do,
Which makes
woman?
me nervous.
Cross the guild? Take them all on one by one?
Yeah. My husband Bercy
Layla,
will be the death
this
of
is
me.
clueless.
He spends
I
too
hope
much time
you're here
worrying
for
about Riften
friendlier
and not enough
reasons
about
now.
himself.
After
Be
all,
careful out there.
I'm all...
Very good. There was one more, I think. Collect Helga's debt. Steal Helga's statue of Debella.
Yes, something.
It is our most favorite company.
You have
I thank you for
questions?
your help, my friend. Be careful, Niluva's a bit aggressive when she's cornered.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me.
Hey, Savannah. I hear you
I
like
know
dark
who you
elves.
are. Please,
Perhaps I
there's
can
no
show
need
you
for
a
that
real
here.
dark elf.
Message understood. Here, I even have the payment.
Keep away from me.
Ah, so my reputation
Look,
as
I
a
got the
lover
message.
precedes me.
What else did you want?
Care to reconsider?
You're disgusting. Don't you even think of
Just
putting a
leave me in
finger on
peace.
me, or I'll cut off something you can't live without.
Oh, look at the colors.
Sure.
I'm beginning to think leaving
like you
Mournhold
care
was a
anyway.
mistake.
If you're ever in the market, I deal in specialty goods from Morrowind at one
Spawn.
stack.
Aha! Ah, morning. Feather falling. Thanks to Relics of Hyrule, I'm now a Minecraft character. Thanks, Relics of Hyrule.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did well done. And it would seem here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Granted septums.
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Yes.
What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Okay.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. Got better things to do.
Said she saved us a lot of trouble.
That she did. Very good. I'll tell Brynjolf.
I think you better listen to Mercer and Brynjolf first. We can talk later.
Do 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 do. System. Hello.
Let's wait until Brynjolf's here before we begin.
Mercer Frey.
This is the one I was talking about.
Are you related to Walder?
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. You play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear on all of this? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
I suggest you listen to what Mercer... Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Yay!
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you... Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Yes, sir.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouth wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Okay.
The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. They're building small fortresses to resist the weather. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven.
Okay.
We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey in return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison.
Fourth Era is about to finish, though.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Okay. So, we're going to be stealing from an elf made of wood. Ah! Get out of my keyboard! Stupid shit. I had some shit fall into my keyboard. Hate it when that happens.
I need you to do me a favor.
No, shut up. You.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to and two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I... Easy, huh? So, should I just hand you purses of coin, or are you... Let me give you a small bit of advice. Nothing in this line of work is easy. If it was, if something's being handed to you on a silver platter, then there's a catch. Steal the platter instead. Then we understand...
Good idea.
Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal.
Not bad.
All right.
Try me.
But if you get arrested, don't blame it on me.
Oh.
Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like that. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks. I think there were 24 in all. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have... Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck. I'm never in need of some coin for items you find on the job. And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills. Yeah, I did. That wood elf Squit is a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, There's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. Hey,
Okay.
I still have plenty of work to do here.
Wait, was there any other optionals? No, okay. Burn the safe. Steal the safe, burn the guards. No, not burn the guards, burn the bees. Yes, yes, the bees. Alright, the place I need to go to is here. I leave through the back entrance, I should be able to walk right there. What are you doing?
You have questions?
Yeah, why are you standing there like a weirdo? Oh. Wait, water walking, there it is. Where is his secret entrance? Okay, so it's around here. Where is the entrance? Where is it? What? Okay, no sewer entrance. Well, I've been spotted. I'm trying to... Could you... Thank you. I'll try and hide. Where is it?
Where'd you go?
Cleared out, I guess.
Hidden Mist Jutsu. Or more colloquially called Suiton. Irigakure no Jutsu.
You've already lost. Show me what you've got.
You're a dead man. I'll find you.
They won't.
Over here.
I'm invisible.
I fought worse than you.
Who's there?
I'll see you in pieces.
Oh! There's the sewer entrance. Don't need swiggity swoop.
Who's there? Who's there?
Back it, back it, back it, back! Sarada, get back!
Done and done.
No! No! Stop resurrecting things!
Who's there? That'll teach you. Who's there?
Hey. I don't want water walking, I want the hidden mist jutsu. How to wind's wings, they do darken the sky.
Where'd you come from?
Time to end. You win. I submit. Finished.
I don't know. There was only 2 there. And then there were 3. Ooh, got some hide, we got a dead deer. Moner, I like Moner. Or Moner. This will lead me out. Very good. Now I just teleport over to the Thuv's Ghoul Day. Wait, where's water walking? Hehehehe. Okay. Very good. So now I just go back to what's their face, and we're happy as a pineapple. No idea why a pineapple would be happy, but you know what? Happy as a pineapple. I'm sticking with it.
Come here a second.
lot of people are beginning to get impressed with you here, me included.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know. I'll show you what I know.
Oh, okay.
Come find me if you need more marksman training.
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Let me take a look. Arengoth sold Golden Glow? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain, if only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be? Blast. Well, but for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name. If it was like that, she wouldn't be asking for you. She'd be calling on the... It's just business. That's between you... Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of... Of course. Keep doing right by us. And there's plenty more where that came from. Until next we meet, Mark.
Very cool. So now I'm going to talk to Maven Blackbriar. Open sesame. Open alligator. Who the hell are you?
Is that magic? He's the protector of man. Despite the Imperials and their devout no. I'll guide you. Be careful.
Shut up. Isn't what's her face the Jarl of Riften now? I don't like Maven Blackbriar at all, like in the slightest.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
You have some nerve coming back here after what you did to Kirava.
So you're the one. You're a It's about time Brynjolf sent me someone with business sense. I was beginning to think
Cool.
Faith. I don't have faith in
I'm gonna kill her.
All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done and was it done correctly? There's no gray area. I hope not. This is an important... I have a competitor called Hunningbrew Meadery that I want to put out of business. I also want to know how they managed to get the place up and running so quickly. Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details. Some layabout named Sabjorn. Been a thorn in my side for the last few years now. Not a day goes by that I don't regret letting Sabjorn get as far as he did. In only a few short years, he's taken that bile he calls mead to market and a chunk of my profits with it. I can't imagine where he found the gold to take it to market so quickly. Exactly. With Sabjorn in prison, his meadery will be forced to close. Then I swoop in and take over the place. No more competition. The Golden Glow estate job has undoubtedly interrupted the supply of honey I need to make my... Sabjorn could use this interruption to his advantage and collect a larger share of the market. I can't have that. The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit.
Very good.
I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people. And you think...
Okay.
I don't believe in getting my hands dirty. You have people that handle those sort of things. Use them.
Cool. Okay.
In case I wasn't clear, you butcher this job and you will be sorry.
I really don't like Maven Blackbriar. I really wish I could swiggity swoot her to the next dimension. Fortunately, I'm unable to do that. Wait a second, if I install the Doctor Who mod, I can get her to follow me, then we can go into Doctor... Yeah, we can. I have a companion. Okay, I'm done with that. I We'll do this one, and then we're going to go to... I've been thinking about it. We're going to go to the Eruption Towers. Because the Eruption Towers are a third dimension. I don't care.
Ooh, pretty colors.
Why are you saying pretty what is it? Why are you doing that, mate? Stop! I don't like it.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat.
Can't a man drink? I'm gonna keep this Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the... No, that's the meadery has quite a pest problem and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison, and you're going to happen by and lend poor... He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat. Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work.
Yeah.
Both of the buildings are connected by tunnels made by the There's an entrance to it in the basement storeroom of the warehouse that used to be boarded. I've already removed the boards so the meadery would get it. Sabjorn keeps that locked up tight. If you can get through that way, go right ahead. I made the mistake of borrowing coin from Sabjorn. He's a lot. He treats me like a slave.
That's
If this plan works, Maven and I worked out a little deal. And guess who gets to run the Blackbriar? Once Sabjorn, consider it.
Oh, right. Okay, so I think I've got an idea for this one. Because the best part about Skyrim is it allows you to do a lot of things your own way. I'm going to sneakily sneak and steal the key, so that way I can just walk over to the brewery instead of go through the tunnels. I don't really want to go through the tunnels. Meter is just over there. Also, does anyone want me to do the what's it called? Not the brothers, the thing in Whiterun, Werewolf Quest thing in Whiterun. Anyone want me to do that? Because I will. Ooh, level up. I'm gonna level up a sneaky snook. I need to level up that, Jesus. Very good.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have... Are you kidding me? Look at this place.
Just give me a quick second.
I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Hunting Brew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done. Okay. Here's half. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back. Don't come back until every one of those things are dead.
Damn, 500.
Alice is the best deal I've ever made. Lend him a bit of gold sometime. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper.
Okay, so now I use Hidden Mist Jutsu.
Was something we discussed unclear?
Pickpocketing requires key, I do believe. $500. Pickpocketing keys almost always works. Can pickpocket equipped weapons. Can pickpocket equipped items. I like doing that because you can make naked people straight away. It's hilarious.
What a curious city. It's so open.
Was something we discussed clear?
Nope, everything was perfectly clear. Crystal, you might say. I am going to try and get in here. It requires a key. I'm gonna Google it, see if there's a way to get in. Get in into coming through eatery. Honey Brew Meadery. How do you get into the Honey Brew Boilery? Via the meadery's basement, head upstairs and optionally steal the locked chest. Damn, so there's no other way of getting into here except through... Okay. See, normally when they say, oh yeah, no, he keeps it locked up tight, but if you think you can get in there, then go right ahead. When they say something like that, they normally mean it's possible. But, I don't know. Anyway, I've got to poison the skeevers regardless. That's my sword. I don't need big swiggity swoop today, so... Also, frames, where are you going? Frames, where are you going? Damn. Bloody balls. Where are my frames? Oh, I hate spiders.
Done and done.
I shouldn't be having frame rate issues. I've got a chunky boy of a computer. Serana, I swear to God. That is not a skeever. Who the hell is this dude? 10 years of ridicule, 10 years in prison, children who rocks the women, prison, branded me, danger to their pitiful existence, used madman, insane, called a madman, escape prisons undetected, mighty army from the common skeever. Why? Dude! Oh. That's nice. But dude! Who the hell would genetically modify a skeever? What the hell, mate? Empty. I could go for some mead right now. I love me some mead. For you.
Malice is teaching me everything he knows about brewing.
Was something we discussed? Well, it's about time. I had to stop. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around.
I can't wait to see Sabjorn squirm.
Well, Sabjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunning Brew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
Is he gonna drop dead?
I said, move.
Farewell, Sabjorn.
You owe me money.
I don't think that could have gone any better. So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's... You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. Here, this should help.
Thank you very much.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin. Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible.
Okay.
Put me in charge of keeping... If you're in the area, and you ever need it.
I do like mead. I've had mead before. And it is by far one of my most favorite poisons. Mead and... what's it called? There's this bourbon called the Dublinier. That is very nice. A little dagger. Hunting Room should now be brewing mead at full production. Everything in my power to keep her assets. I'll take your money too. Ha! Sabjorn. So the owner of this meadery had Blackbriar mead under his bed. Even Blackbriar's offer. Okay. A Game of Thrones. Oh, at dinner, not of Thrones. It can't be of Thrones. That's illegal. Do 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 do. In here. Silver bullion. Running brew decanter. Ah, here we are. Moner. Hello, I want the Moner. Give me Moner. Do. Okay, time to go back to the Thieves Guild. That way. No. Yes, no, Thieves Guild, yes. Spriggans at third of the Revere Skies Forest regions. Where the delicious lives. Spriggans. What are they? They are buzzes. Buzzity buzzes. The Throat of the World, also known as the Snow Tower. It's one of the towers that keep Oblivion and Nirn from merging together.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
I trust you have good... This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's... Well, whoever this mysterious... You should bring this info... There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
I don't want it, I want money. I don't want a fancy dagger from mine Blackbriar. I want Marner.
Wait, I know.
No, you don't.
No doubt about it. The Thieves Guild is back, and they've got drifting in their grip.
Brynjolf, I did the thing.
Hey, let's talk a second.
Wait, who wanted to say something to me? You?
I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed.
Thank you.
Pull up a chair. When I started out in this business,
I don't care now.
I didn't mean to. With my lock-picking
Don't.
aptitude, I was a natural jail.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. Exactly. Now you're beginning to... Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. And this is beyond coincidence.
It is.
Arengoth. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Which makes me nervous.
Why is there a Dwemer chest here? Expert, Adept, Master, Apprentice. What? Oh, these are training chests. Okay. Walder Frey. Walder.
There, it would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. You jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years.
Yes.
Don't mistake my admiration.
Yes.
For place.
Yes.
Because even after all their posturing and planning, the parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our... His real name is Gullumai. Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company.
Okay.
I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with.
Cool.
Before you leave, if you have any questions.
Right, I just want to see something real quick. TCL. I don't remember. TCL? I can't remember.
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all. Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last trouble. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You're going to have to buy him off. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it. Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers, if I'm not being clear enough, for now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape. Just head right back to the guild and get...
Okay.
If you discover Gullumai's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well.
Cool. So I need to go to Solitude. Into the East Empire Trading Company warehouse, I believe.
This place makes me a little uneasy.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat.
Move.
It's cold out.
Here.
Brilliant.
So, what? By your scent,
suffer
I'd
the
say you were
Emperor's
from
wrath.
the guild. But
Who's there?
so, what? By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild.
What?
That can't be because I told Mercer I didn't feel that.
What? The hell, mate?
Stop. In the name of the Jarl. By order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
Oh, right, bounty. Yeah, bounty. Forgot about that. 1,000 bounty is quite a bit in these realms. Grrr! Hello, my name is Steve, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. This way. No, I want to go Kinner Langdon Zil Tower. It's time that we start looking for Hyrule Castle. Now, I'm guessing it's somewhere in Eruption Towers. Going by the lore, Eruption Towers contains remnants of Hyrule. Not relics, remnants. There is a vast difference there. So, only way to find out is by checking the place. That means going back into the deep darkness of the place. It wouldn't be in the frozen place because it just doesn't make sense for it to be there. Kakariko Village is there because it was, frozen away. I've searched that place before extensively. There has not been anything in the slightest to signify that's where Hyrule Castle would be. There it is. Temple of Time. I am going to see if I can snipe my way over. Okay. This is time to investigate. That's a bearded axe, isn't it? Here we are. Twilight Realm. Now to sort of work out most likely place in all of these areas. Doubt, fear, rage, anguish, asylum, loss, crisis, misery, grief, guilt. Where would it be? Would it be in guilt? No. It wouldn't be in guilt. Wouldn't make sense for it to be in guilt. But grief. Maybe somewhere earlier? Rage, perhaps? I'm gonna jump to Asylum real quick. At this point, I'm just jumping around the joint just to see if I can... To you. Crisis. What the hell is this place? You'll never walk alone. These books are designed both as either lore, fun, or clues. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk through the wind, walk through the rain, walk through your dreams, be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. This place. The eyes of truth. Nothing. Death by 1,000 cuts. Okay, the poems are there to be thematic. Okay. That's, makes me feel a bit safer. I don't know what that did. Oh, I dropped the drawbridge. I don't know what... This is new to me. All of this is new to me. Oh, that wasn't it. The mist is the only path marker. The mist? There's mist! Okay! I see it. And I'm stuck. I was able to get over here last time. What happened? Oh, there we are. Is there a... Oh my Jesus. I see the mist. No checkpoints. If you fall off, you start over till you get to the Eye of the Storm. Okay, cool. Man. not gonna go that way. I can barely see the mist as it is, so I'm gonna go the way that I know that I can see. And then when I get to the Eye of the Storm, I will... Yes, that is mist. That was violent. Missing a thing, I believe. You don't have a thing, do you? Oh, okay. Right. Ah, hello. Turn the valve. I'm incredibly nervous here, just saying. This is all completely new to me. Again. Violent. What did it do? Oh, I see. Save. Kick it. Don't skip leg day. Kick the shits. Where am I? Who's buzzing me? Stop buzzing me, phone. Thank you. This way, I guess. Trying to do this properly instead of just teleporting myself over there. Full throw dark cannons! Oh! Well, that's great. Well, that's why I'm saving periodically. Bitch! Kill the bastard. Okay, have we got anything? Raw fields? I'll take you. Why not? Sure. Okay. Boost radar cannons! Right. Understood. I see them. Yep, I don't like them. And Jake Hallinan, I swear to God. Okay. Boost radar cannons. Who the hell puts in boost radar cannons? Down Hyrule Castle. Wait until you get to the Earth Tower. Oh no. Haven't found it yet, but hopefully this is it. Please don't tell me. I'm not going to look at the chat, and if anyone says it is, then I swear to God I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get angry. Wait, this is a trap, wasn't it? This is a trap. I can't get back up. This was a trap. No, I wanted to jump. Thank you. I know. I'm that far. I'm just going to recover myself. Yeah. Master! I really hope it wasn't holding anything important. That would be terrible. Oi! Bitch! I like it. Archive display on death. Oh, okay, cool. Bitch. Spin. Ah, here we are. Bootstrap Dark Cannons. Who thinks of this stuff? Whose sick mind comes up with Bootstrap Cannons? It's empty. There's no arcades in here. Desperation. Vati? Shit! Shit, it's Vati! I was not expecting Vati of all people to be here. Oh, I love Vati. So much. Find the chest with the shield after you deal with the rest of Vati. Majora's Mask just said something really weird. He of Winds. Up! Up! Good. Outset shield! Hell yeah. Silent winds. Finished with my adventures across endless seas, I sought to return home to visit my sister and grandmother. I felt fulfilled, and that my actions would keep the world at peace. One moonless night in my journey home, I docked at Windfall Island. I walked the narrow streets and breathed the sea air and remembered the hours I had spent on the island. I had helped many people across the Great Sea, and the time had come to rest. Purposely bad translation stream. Oh, okay, cool. A cold wind blew through the town, and as I hobbled against it, a brilliant flash of light seemed to break open the sky itself. Through the breach in the sky, I could see countless gaunt and pleading faces. One person approached the portal and spoke to me. "Hero, help us," he said in a tried, desperate voice. I walked through the rift, and it closed behind me. I was in an underground hall with thousands of people staring at me. Each person had a hopeful and unexpected look at their face. "Are you the hero of time?" the mage asked who had spoken before. "I'm the hero of winds," I replied, and the tension in the room gave way to silent disappointment. "We are sorry to have brought you here," the mage said. The room began to empty. "Wait, I can help. What do you need? Let me help." "We are beyond even the help of gods," another mage said. "What? No, they can still help you. Why do you need the hero of time?" Ganon is destroying our kingdom, and a black beast is ravaging our land. We have lost this war. Only a hero can save us. I am a hero, but you reject my help. How many heroes have you summoned? Too many. Hundreds, perhaps. Hundreds. You have been that dedicated to finding a hero. How much magic have you used? How long have you been trying? Why have you not been using this magic to end the war? No hero has succeeded, and you will fail as well. We cannot leave this place. It is not safe. We would surely die. You will not fight. You will not speak against the evil that has plagued your land. This war is beyond us. There is no more hope. We must stay hidden, silent and hidden if we wish to survive. No, no, you do not know. I turned to address the entire room. Hear me. I know what Ganon is capable of. I have defeated him before. If we do not act now, he will gather more power and will surely be beyond defeat. Let me lead you. I can help you win this war. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed the silent, empty hall. I ran to find where the people had gone, and as I ran, I came to realize I was in a massive underground city. I found thousands of people gathered in another enormous room. They were bowed in prayer to a statue of a soldier carrying a battle axe. I heard an echo through the room, and the voice said, "You are safe here. No harm will come to you. Remember that the words of the prophets and the inevitable return of the hero of time. There is strength in silence." I knew then that people were lost. The land was not. I would have to save this land, save this world myself, in spite of the people I was to rescue. I turned to leave the room and faced a knight dressed in green. His face was covered by a helmet. Upon seeing me, he held a finger to his helmet to signal me to be silent, then beckoned me to follow. He led me out of the underground city to a waiting horse with a white mane. The horse's saddle bore the wing crest of the Hyrule royal family. Doom filled my mind. I was in Hyrule before it fell. The knight stroked the horse and seemed to speak to it, but I could not hear his voice. He turned to me and held out his hand. In it were a pair of red, flame-like earrings. I took them and stared at the knight. I know I cannot stop Hyrule from falling, but I cannot do this alone. Please, I implored. The knight looked to the ground and took a deep breath and said, "Sir Knight, are you a hero?" The knight raised his head and looked into the distance. He turned to look at me and hesitated, then shook his head. He backed away and held out his hands, a swirl of green magic appearing in them. He crossed his left hand beneath his right, and with the backs facing me, I noticed something odd in his right hand, but before I could recognize it, he was engulfed by a whirlwind of green magic and vanished. I felt a gust of air rush to where he once stood. I looked to the sky and saw that it was black as pitch, with no stars shining through. I saw smoke rising from a mountain crowned by a swirling cloud. In the sky above, I saw the smoke clear just for a moment, and a faint star shine through from the forgotten sky. I picked that as my destination. Along the way, I would try to break the silence that plagued this doomed kingdom. I knew I would not stop its demise, but I could ease its suffering. "Horror, guide me," I whispered, climbed onto the horse, and left to me by the Green Knight, and began my final quest. It's Wind Waker Link. That was Wind Waker Link. It's talking of an underground city. That returns me to Crisis. There's got to be more. There has to be something else. This is the only book so far that has even mentioned the existence of the underground. The rest is in the Earth Tower. This is the only place that has mentioned the underground city. So, Hyrule Castle, the underground Hyrule Castle. The only place. The only book. A city underground. That's what I can assume. Here again. He was talking to... what's it called? Wind Waker Link was talking to himself, essentially. Doubt. Statue of Soul with an axe and being in trouble. No, this is before the Atmora. This is, Hyrule. Still in Hyrule. Between the fire and water towers. We go back to... That's water, fire, rage? Talking about rage? Rage, right? That was wind. No, this is fire. It wouldn't be here. It would be down there. That's rage. I don't think I went this way. We walked away from the door. Oh, I have to go into the Earth. Okay. But it's in the Earth Temple is in the Earth Tower. Oh, we'll put you... Oh, okay. Rage. Derp. Okay, I got it. Me big dumb derp, yes. Armor sword. Beautiful poem. Oh shit. Hey guys. Hyrule Castle. You know what this means? We found Hyrule Castle! Hell yes! Ah! Jesus Christ! Don't you freaking... The hell? Son of a bitch! That's Hyrule Castle. Oh, trap chest. Okay, trap chest. By the arch. No. Damn it. Oh, damn it. Okay. It's Hyrule Castle! I can just... Damn it, I pressed the wrong place. It's gonna... Oh wait, no, no. Yeah. Hyrule freaking Castle, let's go! We're in Hyrule Castle! We found it, Corey! Give us. These guys are weird. I don't like them. I did it! I found Hyrule Castle! And I'm stuck. I'm gonna just jump down there. I can just jump down there, right? That's a viable way of doing it. I flipped the lever, so... Don't miss the chest. Okay. Last march of the Kokiri. Before venturing to Death Mountain, I sought to visit each surviving tribe of Hyrule, bear witness to their needs, and assure them that I would avenge their home. As I ventured toward Kokiri Forest, I saw the light of a few campfires on the edge of the Lost Woods. Through my telescope, I saw minions of the Dark Army felling trees and using the wood of Kokiri Forest to construct siege machines and weapons. I decided to set up camp and wait until they dispersed. I heard a deep-toned groaning, creaking sound from within the woods. The army did not disperse. After a few nights, a large camp was set up by bokoblins, moblins, and Lizalfos, crafting weapons. I was unnerved by the sheer number of monsters and decided to slip away to report the position the first Hylian army I could find. I stopped when I saw trees farthest from the Dark Army shake. I hid myself and witnessed a giant creature of wood and leaves emerge from the forest. Ooh! Sorry, I got hiccups. It greatly resembled a tree, but with its hands and arms and legs, it was of wood. It was followed by smaller person-sized creatures of the same appearance. Several Stalfos covered in moss emerging from the tree forest as well, each carrying a wooden shield engraved with a glowing red spiral. A throng of unusual creatures slowly approached the camp of minions, walking over the charred and ashen earth and felled trees and rotting stumps. My heart sank as I feared the monsters sought to join the Dark Army, but as soon as the trees themselves began to move, not swaying but walking, their branches like tentacles, I aimed my telescope at the creature leading the march, and with its branches I saw a girl with green hair calmly perched. Her skin seemed to glow white in the moonlight, and yet she was almost impossible to see. The head creature approached a tent and stoically crushed it under its gnarled foot. It reached down and plucked a fleeing moblin, tossing it away. Smaller wooden creatures entered the camp and glowed as they enveloped the bokoblins with blizzards of leaves. The moss-covered Stalfos clawed at Lizalfos. The trees themselves impaled soldiers of the Dark Army with roots and branches. Creatures of the Lost Wood never slowed. They were a green inferno, a triad of thorns and roots. Their enemies attempted to fight back, but only managed to chip a piece or two from a tree before being crushed or maimed. Throughout the ordeal, the girl in green never flinched, never smiled, never frowned. Her blue eyes were cold, even as her mount became stained with blood. As I was overwhelmed with fear and crept away from the scene, as I turned from the camp, I was met by a Stalfos. I backed away. Stalfos did not approach, but stared deep into my eyes within its empty sockets. Stalfos turned and gestured to a tunnel in the underbrush. It moved its jaw as if to speak, but only unearthly hissing emerged. It then slowly rolled its head and walked past me towards the skirmish. I hurried into the tunnel. I looked behind me to the Stalfos, but entrance to the tunnel closed. I could still hear helpless screams of moblins and the creaking groans of the trees. I ran through the tunnel as quickly as my feet would take me, with no care as to where it would lead. Interesting. And it's locked. Gotta be a way in. There's definitely a way in. I've got to go the other way. Who would have thought? Hyrule Castle, hidden within a pocket dimension, which is hidden in another pocket dimension, hidden in a pocket dimension, hidden in a pocket dimension, hidden in Nirn. Did I fall? Oh, I fell. I'm gonna TP myself back up there. Armor shield level 2. Not the actual castle, but the memories of the heroes of time and winds made manifest. In what way, though? Like, in universe, the Triforce is gone, and it can be rightfully, or at least accurately assumed that the what's it called? That that Link built the Eruption Towers using what's it called? Using materials found in the Twilight Realm. Which, by the way, we've never said Zelda has never said that there's nothing in the Twilight Realm. Legend of Zelda has always left that open-ended. So, where do you go? Oh. Like, I understand that there's a lot of power that comes with it, but from what I was told, this has been left open-ended, just like the survival of Ganondorf himself. Left open-ended and open for interpretation. Weren't built, they grew from the many regrets of the hero time, made manifest in the Twilight Realm after, sort of drifted into oblivion after the last Great War. Okay, I guess which realm of oblivion would have that power, though? If the Twilight Realm was taken by Hermaeus Mora. But Homie Mora is not the god of creation, it's the god of memories, which I guess kind of makes sense, but it feels a little bit iffy. It's like, oh, phone room. I don't know, it seems off. If that makes sense. Something seems just a tad off with that kind of explanation. Books from Midas Doom. Okay. Oh! Stone Talus. Shield of Antiquity. Okay. Well, I've read Minda's stuff before. Any of them whole shtick. Oblivion is mutable as hell. Anyone that can carve out a chunk and make a piece what they want. Like, Homie Mora is the leftovers of creation, all thrown out ideas and how the world would turn out by the gods. Well, there you go. I stood at the base of Death Mountain in the ruins of Kakariko Village. The volcano's cloud ring was no more, replaced with a dark cloud of smoke and lightning and fire. I knew that within the cloud was the World Eater. I knew that there would be no return journey. I scaled the volcano wearing an old tattered Goron tunic, Goron cap, and one of their circlets, as well as the fire shield earrings. I carried the mirror shield of my great sea and the phantom sword. I carried my bows and a quiver of ice arrows. I carried the Wind Waker, the Phantom Hourglass, bombs, and a hammer. I was prepared. I passed through the deserted Goron city and saw it choked and scorched by cooled lava. The city echoed with sound of malice. It was maddening compared to the roar of the mountain. I reached the peak of Death Mountain after hours of climbing treacherous terrain. I knew the world Eater expected me, but I waited and rested before braving the depths of his dark maelstrom, drawing the Phantom Sword and Mirror Shield. See, okay. Phantom Sword and the Phantom Hourglass seem like the most probable weapons that could defeat Alduin, outside of the Master Sword, of course, but the Phantom Hourglass is a remnant of time, it's a shard of time, and the Phantom Sword is infused by said shard of time. So, introducing time, which defeated Alduin in the end, introducing time early, it seems like that should have been the winning, but I can understand why not. Hero of Winds, we meet at last, but you are much younger than I would have expected. This will be quick. I know my counterparts has faced you, Dragon. I know they've failed. What then makes you think you will succeed? Your world will die and fade away. Everything must come to dust. All things. Yes, its time has come. And why do you resist, Hero of Winds? Why do you wish to fight me? Hyrule deserves a better end than the one you will give it. You will not go gently into that... Okay. We will not go gently into that good night. Hyrule must fall, but all will make you feel pain. But I will make you feel pain as it crumbles. I and all the heroes before me will make bitter your taste of this world. When all is snow and dust, you will remember that Hyrule clawed back as you made it bleed. The dragon laughed, and the cloud rolled with the thunder. So be it. You are different, Hero of Winds. Very few of your Zama had your vision. I come from a time after Hyrule fell. The Golden Goddesses intervened and washed Hyrule away to prevent a calamity at the hands of Ganon. You expect the Goddesses to save you now? The World Eater interrupted. You are a fool. You are the only fool, Dragon. He growled and smoke fluffed from his nostrils. No more false gods. I am here now. This world is mine, Hero of Winds. I will see it burn. I will devour every living thing and nothing will remain. Then do it! Finish it. Let it end and take me first. The World Eater suddenly leapt from its perch and breathed fire upon me. I repelled it with the Mirror Shield. I swung the Phantom Sword and shining beams cut through the smoke, exploding on his black skin. I pummeled him with the beams as I drew the Wind Waker and cast the Wind God's aria. The smoke around me was pushed away in all directions by a gust of wind. The dragon took flight, knocking me to the ground. He vanished in the smoke, but returned and landed on me, pinning me to the ground with one of his great claws. The Wind Waker was thrown from my grasp, as was the Phantom Sword. With his other claw, the World Eater crushed and shattered the hilt of the Phantom Sword, leaving only the blade intact. You will be the first, he hissed, and drew an icy breath. I looked to the sky and saw a break in the smoke. I saw stars and the night sky, and the flow of time seemed to slow. Every night has a moon to guard it. Every star is a spot of light in the darkness. After every night, the sun returns. There's some good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. Instead of cold, I felt warmth. I saw light. Need, I heard the World Eater say. Need. Hylia is intervening? Alright. On a record that the Hero of Winds got the closest of all the heroes to actually taking down Alduin. Yeah. It would make sense, honestly. It would make sense because just the... What's it called? The Hero of Winds is the spiritual successor to the Hero of Time, in all ways. He never had the Master... Well, he had the Master Sword, but the Master Sword was left in Ganon. Inside. But then he got the... What's it called? The Phantom Hourglass and the Phantom Blade, which, again, very, very close to the full power of the Master Sword. I've always said, whenever I introduce the Master Sword, I introduce it as the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane, the Blade of Evil's Bane, the sword that seals the darkness, the weapon upon which all other weapons are forged. So, yeah, take that as you will, but I think the the Phantom Sword really up there in power. I saw him fly away as dark clouds began to circle overhead and lightning flashed from the clouds. The last sight I remember was a wave of shining light pushing the smoke away. I remember feeling calming warmth and hearing calming silence. I was at peace, and I heard her voice. You have done well, Hero of Winds. Hyrule can rest. You helped Hylia greatly. She is with Nehru now. The world can heal and be reborn. Alduin lives, but fear not. A new hero will emerge. Ours is not to worry, for the land is now in other hands. My sisters and I remain watchful. Fragments and shards of our kingdom still remain. Echoes ring through the earth, water, and air. Together we may begin our search for the hero of time. I miss him deeply. Have courage, you are with me. So, from what I can tell, if we're talking, what kind of paradox are we talking about? I can't really work that out for myself. Because there are many. Is getting expansion in the 6 point. Yeah, I think Jake Hallenad said he was going to make it into a home, I think, at one point. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. I can't remember. He said something about it. These all statues? Of course not. What's it called? There is a... Depending on which paradox you want to think about, I'm not going to say Bootstrap and I'm not going to say Grandfather, because both of them would not make any sense in the slightest. So it's not Bootstrap, and it's not the Grandfather. But there is a paradox here that I can see, and anyone who's seeing what I can see, it's quite obvious. Certainly go into making plans. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might have been someone suggested it, and I just can't remember. It was a long time ago that I asked about it. Depending on which paradox it is, either I think it might be the time flow paradox, in which the butterfly effect. Yeah, butterfly paradox. It might be the butterfly paradox, in which that's a big ass boulder. In which you cause a change. You live through the times. Then you yourself cause a change, but go back to the past and cause a change, which then changes your future. That's the butterfly effect. You know, kill a man in the past, you could end up changing the future. That's the idea of it, at least. It's either the butterfly paradox or the other one. What is the other paradox? So I'm an expert in time paradoxes. It's the butterfly paradox or the flow time paradox, I think it's called. I can't remember. But the paradox is, the other paradox is, it was best exampled in Avengers Endgame. When you go to the past, that past is now the future. So you live in your own present, and you will always live in your own present. If you go to the past, then that past is the past, and its events now become your now future. And your previous present becomes the past. What that means is, every second that you live, you are creating history. Every movement, every word you say, you're creating history. So, when you go to the past, if you travel to the past, it's not possible for you to change that past. When you go to the past, it is possible to change that past. But if you go back to the future, if you go back to the past after changing the past, you will return to your own old present, which is now your past. If that doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. It's very difficult for me to adequately explain a temporal paradox in any way, to be honest. So this is to suggest that the the events of Relics of Hyrule happened. So, the events of Zelda, whatever changed with Relics of Hyrule, followed after that, occurred its own timeline, essentially a full time after the events of Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Well, Link died in Termina. Well, he died in Termina regardless. Then the mages summoned every hero but the Hero of Time after they ended their adventures, which meant on a meta level, that's why they seem to disappear historically after the particular games. Yeah. However, the inclusion of the Hero of Winds, I can argue or debate with in-game and in-mod lore backing me up. Relics of Hyrule takes place after the events of Zelda. So it goes The Legend of Zelda, then it goes Relics of Hyrule, and then it goes Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, or Swords, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. Then it goes to Relics of Hyrule. Then it goes to all the Elder Scrolls games. And then afterwards, it goes to the Child Timeline. That's what I would suggest. And I can argue that with in-game lore being an example. Like, in-game things being there. Needless, like, the big thing to say is that Link said that, so Wind Waker Link said that he comes from a time after Hyrule fell. Hyrule fell in Relics of Hyrule. So if you go by the Grandfather Paradox, for those of you who don't know the Grandfather Paradox, you have to think as time at being sentient, being alive, essentially. You try to go back in time. So you go back in time and meet your grandfather. The Grandfather Paradox would say that your grandfather, at the time when you meet him, is going to meet your grandmother for the first time. However, his friend has also bought tickets for a baseball game. The Grandfather Paradox suggests that if you make an attempt to convince your grandfather to go to the baseball game instead of visiting your grandmother, it would not be possible. You cannot do that. No matter what you do, you cannot essentially stop your own creation. That's the Grandfather Paradox, where, again, you go back in time to meet your grandfather wants to meet is going on a date with your grandmother, the first date. But your grandfather's friend says, hey, I've got tickets to a baseball game, rearrange the date and come with me to the game instead. What's it called? The Grandfather Paradox would say that if you try and convince your grandfather to go to the baseball game instead of meeting your grandmother, it would fail. No matter what you do, it would fail. But there is also a flip side to this effect. There is a suggestion of an alternate version of the Grandfather Paradox. Ooh, Bonflowers, I need these. The alternate suggestion of Grandfather Paradox suggests that if you go back in time and your grandfather was intending to go to the baseball game instead, and you convinced him to meet your grandmother, that is also a form of a Grandfather Paradox. Hyrule's dead, shattered into pieces, reconstituted in Tamriel, was simply pulled from a separate timeline universe where the last Great War didn't happen. Yeah, no, that's completely understandable. But if you look at the lore of the, what's it called? If you look at the lore of Wind Waker, it said the Golden Goddesses flooded Hyrule. Skyrim used to be Hyrule. And, again, in-game lore, Relics of Hyrule lore stated that every world will come to an end. Whether it's from Alduin or whatever, it's in multiple books. I'm not saying it's canon. I'm just saying there's arguments for it. Or at least there's enough to suggest that it could be possible. Obviously, no one's going to expect Jake Callanan to make a whole series on it. That's not what the goal here is. I'm just saying, as far as the evidence provided, and what Skyrim allows for. Sorry, what the Elder Scrolls allows for. Especially considering there are multiple prophecies on the end of Nirn and the emergence of a new world. In Elder Scrolls lore, it's possible for there to be a re-emergence. It just takes another cataclysmic event. Plus, again, you've got the Grandfather Paradox, you've got the Bootstrap Paradox. Bootstrap Paradox, probably not so much. Because I already had a thing. I'll show you. It's at my house. I already had a thing that caused the Bootstrap Paradox in my own house that Jake Allen had put into the mod. Full-on Bootstrap Paradox, completely. Yeah, the Bootstrap Paradox, the best way to explain it is, you're a time traveler. You know, it's a Doctor Who explanation, so... There is a man who has a time machine. He goes around the universe, visiting different points in time. You know, just having adventures. But one day he decides, you know what? I'm a really big fan of Beethoven. So I'm going to go and visit Beethoven. I have a time machine. I'm going to go visit my hero. So he grabs all the manuscripts and all the sheet music for Beethoven to sign. But when he gets to the time when Beethoven should be there, no one's heard of him. His family doesn't know he exists. No one has ever heard of the name Ludwig van Beethoven. He just doesn't exist. So the time traveler, thinking, I cannot live in a world without Beethoven, goes to a music publisher and gets all of Beethoven's music published. But Beethoven never existed. So gets all this music published when Beethoven never existed. So, because of this, history continues on its proper course, and everyone listens to the music of Ludwig van Beethoven. The Bootstrap Paradox states, if you do this, who wrote Beethoven's music? Because if Beethoven never existed, and you got Beethoven's music published for the non-existent Beethoven, who originally wrote Beethoven's Fifth? Where did it come from? Now, this right here is the Bootstrap Paradox in perfect representation. The Master Sword and the Goddess Sword. It is a creation of the universe. Ah, yes, but that suggests that the universe is sentient enough to write the music. So there's another little god-level discussion to go on later on. Here you go. Beethoven's... This here is the Bootstrap Paradox. I have the Goddess's Sword. I have it. It is on my wall. Okay? This is a fake Master Sword, but I have the Goddess's Sword. It is here, and it is going to stay here. So who forged the Master Sword? If I have the Goddess Sword, where did the Master Sword come from? That is the Bootstrap Paradox. Butterfly Paradox, as everyone knows, is when you go back in time, time is incredibly malleable. If you kill your grandfather, you'll stop existing. But if you don't exist, then your grandfather wasn't able to die, which means you existed to kill your grandfather, which would stop you from existing, which would mean your grandfather wasn't dead, which means you would exist to kill your grandfather, so on and so forth. Paradoxical loop, the butterfly effect. But if you go back in time and kill Adolf Hitler, I can't say the full name, so Adolf Hitler, then what would change in history? You would cut history there and cause a skew. We're talking time travel and time paradoxes here on the Fool Me Hardy's channel with me, Time Varied. So, anyway, back to the original thing. There's enough lore, documentation, stuff. There is enough stuff to put together a ramshackle theory that would suggest that somewhere in a bajillion years, another world happens after the Elder Scrolls, and that world could be the Wind Waker timeline. Because if you look at it, it says the goddesses flooded Hyrule. It is quite possible that the Aedra, for some reason, floods Skyrim. Ganondorf, if we want to play it like Jake Callanad suggests, Ganondorf is either with Din and living with Din, or is being tortured by Merunus Dagon. Dagon or more like Baal? More like Baal? More like Baal. I think it's Baal, yeah. Either being tortured by Baal or living with Din. So there's that as well. There's a lot. He has put in a lot of open ends, which allows for these kinds of theories. If it was more tight-knit, then it would be different. But there's a lot of open ends. So I can suggest that. Staff of Magnus. Yeah, there's a lot of theories that can easily be slotted in. For example, now again, none of these theories are actually going to be things that Jake Callanad puts into the mod, so don't expect them to happen. Unless he thinks it's really cool and he decides to add it into a book later on, then that's his prerogative. But it's his mod, and it's his universe. All I'm doing is taking what he built and seeing if other things can fit into the narrative, which I think they can. Hey, daughter!
Papa, you're home.
I am.
Play a game.
Uh-huh.
I want to play.
One sec.
Okay, you stand right there and count to 10. No peeking. Ready? Go. Papa. Did you need my turn? I like living here. There you are. You got
I wonder if I could turn my children into vampires. That would be cool. Relics of Hyrule is more depressing than Zelda 64. It is. It is depressing, but it's still very cool.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is sad. It's sad. It's meant to be sad. Because that's the thing. It is meant to be sad. I can eat bees. I don't like that. It's supposed to elicit emotion. It's supposed to elicit happiness, sadness, gratefulness. No, it's meant to be like that, and that's what makes it such a great place, a great mod.
Yes?
Alright, I'm going to end the stream here, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you love the stream, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for more epic game content. We found Hyrule Castle, so I'll think about the next thing. Maybe it'll be a Dark Brotherhood, or either Dark Brotherhood, or the other thing, Thieves Guild. So be sure to check that out. Remember, we still have a lot of Relics of Hyrule stuff to get to. Still a lot of stuff to find. Plus, we still need to get all 6 pieces of the Triforce. Make our wishes, all that fun stuff. So, I shall see you all in the next video. Make sure to subscribe. The best way to support is by subscribing. So please, please do that. And share the stream as well. The more subscribers mean more fun. And more fun means more happiness. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.